Peace. I know it's a Saturday morning, but I got kicked offline yesterday. Uh, this live shit make you look fucked up. Um, Driving home from work. I like this live thing because it's kind of the only way I get to do videos these days. But I want to finish talking about we were talking about the concept of the Puer Aeternus. And I want to show you this book. Oh, it's backwards, but Puer Aeternus by Marie Louise von Franz. It's my male lady. I always give our son little lollipops when she see him. Now this is what I want to say about the Puer Aeternus. This is real quick because I'm driving to the gym. What I was trying to get at is that the Puer Aeternus is dealing with the eternal youth, which is what part of what is being celebrated right now with the whole Christmas ritual. It's the return of the Son. And because the Son is reborn, he is eternally youthful. Now, what happens a lot of time is that spiritual concepts get confused on the physical level. What do I mean by that? Your soul is eternal, so your soul would be the eternal youth. Okay? But on the physical level, sometimes we make the mistake of trying to live as an eternal youth. This is important dealing with the astrological reality that we are going through right now of Saturn returning to the sign of Capricorn. You can check out Wali Bey. He deals with astrology. That's his specialty. Astrology is not my strong suit, but breaking down symbology and understanding the big picture. I'm a big picture person. I'm proficient in that. But if you really want to understand astrology, check out Wali Bey to see how it really applies to you, because that's some intricate shit, the science of astrology. But I'm just giving you a glossing over here. We're going into, or we're in Capricorn with Saturn has made its return into Capricorn. So what we can do is really look at what Saturn represents. Saturn is the old man, father time, so forth. Now, interestingly enough, in Kabbalah, Saturn changes gender, and Saturn is Bina, which is feminine. But once again, we're talking about a spiritual component. So we see an androgyny on a spiritual level. So not to get confused there, but understand what they really represent. You know, Saturn is called a chastiser. And it's a time of restriction. Now, I'm getting ready to head to the gym. And I'm going to put myself in situations where I will be under pressure, so to speak. And by me applying force against the tension and the pressure I put myself under, I will be actively building strength, okay? That I can use and however I need to use it. This is what Saturn represents. It's a discipline. It takes a discipline to get up on a Saturday morning, you know, and I have come to the conclusion that I have to get back to some of the disciplines that I had when I wasn't even fully, wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now. There were certain disciplines I had years ago that I need to rekindle. You know, this time that we're in right now is a time of discipline. And some of us, when we teach metaphysics to people, we've done a disservice by teaching this whole concept of just do whatever the fuck you want and blah, 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 blah. That shit is bullshit. I'm going to tell you why. If it was all about you can just do whatever you want, then why did you have to be restricted into a human body? If you did not have to learn some of the rigors of disciplined living. So I'm stepping on my own toes with this. You know, we've done a disservice by putting so much emphasis on just, oh, I'm an occultist, and I'm about, you know, getting this shit over with, nah. You know what? And I'm checking myself, because that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. That's saying that I've been a failure and I'm throwing in the towel and I just want to end it all for everybody. And see, you have to mature in this shit. And this has been a year of maturation for my ass. And I've had to look at myself. What is the real science of the mirror? What is the real science of Capricorn and Saturn? It's chastisement. It's self-chastisement. You got to look at yourself and examine your own fucked up self. Talking about me. This is what a lot of these motherfuckers who get on the internet and talk. How many times you ever hear a motherfucker talk about that they got to examine themselves? They talk shit to you and tell you you're not on their level and this and that. Well, this is the real shit. This year has been where Jamal got to look at Jamal. It don't matter what none of y'all think about me or this. It matters about, do I have the ability to look at myself and chastise myself? That's Capricorn. So that means I have to examine myself and look at applying more discipline in my own life. And the destruction of the world, yes, that is a reality, but we got to define what the world is. The world that I've been needing to destroy is my own world, not yours. Not yours. Who am I to destroy your world? I need to destroy mine. But I need to be clear about what that means when I say destroy my world. I need to destroy certain realities that I have created. I have created a reality that, oh, I gotta be broke. Created a reality of, oh, I ain't supposed to be successful because I'm enlightened. And that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Now, on the flip side, I cannot get over into this whole thing of materialistic. See, that's the balance. That's the balance that we're challenged, that we have to maintain. And that is part of what Capricorn judges. But you have to fully understand what that means. Judging does not mean, oh, I'm better than you, you ain't shit. Judging means balance. When you judge, you're weighing something. So Capricorn is making us weigh out things to find a degree of balance. So the pure Aeternus on the physical level has to be overcome. We have to become the old man. We have to mature. We have to allow some things to die. Especially in this time of the year, we need to be aware of the importance of death. And I'm not talking about you need to go out here and jump off a bridge. I'm talking about allowing aspects of yourself to die that need to die so that something new can grow. I'm not accepting fucking failure no more. I've never been a failure. So why have I allowed myself to adopt a failure mindset? So that shit has to die. And that aspect of me, of that eternal child on the physical level, that motherfucker gotta die. I gotta be more disciplined in saving money. I gotta be more disciplined in how I spend money. I gotta be more disciplined in, you know what? Understanding that shit can't be dramatic all the time. Like you looking for a big shebang. You gotta go to work every day. Show up, do your job. And see, that was something that was hard for me to accept for a while because I had been accustomed to having my own business. So I always thought when I got on the job, this shit temporary. That's something else. Saturn is about discipline. Jamal has to learn to be disciplined to work. You got to work with what you got at the moment. That's the real magic. The real magic is not about being able to bypass everything and skip past goal and whatever. It's about being able to transcend whatever situation you're in, to transcend that and turn it into something greater than what it is. No, it is not my ideal thought to have a job working for nobody. But let me tell you how life will do for your ass. It'll put your ass in a very fucked up situation to help you realize how to appreciate what you got. And it'll change that motherfucking tune. You know, some of these people on the internet sell you this bullshit about you working for the man and this and that. But here's the deal. You going out working, and it's because you're working that you're able to support and buy shit from these motherfuckers who sitting back talking shit to you, you know. But if you stop supporting these motherfuckers, a lot of these motherfuckers can't work. They're not employable, and them motherfuckers cannot work. I take value in knowing whether I'm working at a computer or moving heavy ass shit, I can do it. I can go and work in a funky ass warehouse and get sweaty and funky all day, moving heavy ass shit, or I can go and sit in a goddamn office. But guess what? I'll fucking work. I'm not so spiritual that I can't go out and get a goddamn job. I take pride in that. I'm not some motherfucker who sits here and talks shit to you about this and that and hide out behind my computer. I'm a real motherfucker who has real shit, who lives a real life, and who got real problems, who got to really deal with it. So we have to check ourselves as so-called teachers, and you got to check yourselves as listeners or the audience. Because I got caught up years ago listening to certain people that I'm very fond of, but something you got to eat the fish and spit out the bones. See, a person who ain't got no children, who ain't got no responsibilities, they can talk shit all day about how they ain't got to do this and do that, and they just live. That's not applicable to everybody. You can't do that shit when you got a family. You can't live life as the pure Aeternus. Just, oh, fuck it, I do whatever. You have to learn some shit you can't listen to. That's not your reality. It's easy to go out here and do whatever the fuck you want when you ain't got nobody depending on you and you have no responsibilities. So I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that bullshit about be so spiritual that you just say fuck it and nothing. Now that's a bunch of bullshit. Balance. Balance. Balance is the key. So I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to my black ass. We're in the season where we're going to have to grind. This is grind time. This is grinding season. It's time to be disciplined. That's why I got up this morning. I'm tired of fucking being fat. I'm going to show y'all a picture one day of me. What is this, 2017? Me, what's 2006? From 11 years ago. You won't believe this picture. I'm tired of accepting being fat. That's part of my damn shit, personally, about damn being disciplined. I'm tired of accepting. I'm looking at these damn lies and how my face look. You know, I can't even see my cheekbones. That's fucked up shit. You know? So there's a lot of shit. We all got a lot of shit to work on. Sometimes this so-called consciousness shit gives us the excuse of being sorry. It gives us the excuse of being fucking losers. I am done with that motherfucking shit in 2017. I'm done feeling sorry for myself. I'm done making goddamn excuses. And now it's time to become the goddamn God that I talk about. It's one thing to talk about that shit. It's time to become it. So these old gray hairs you see, look at my knuckles, ashes, a motherfucker. These gray hairs you see, I'm becoming the old man. Mentally, I'm becoming the old man. But I plan on staying physically youthful. So it's about balance. It's just real quick. I got to get in here and get to work and force myself to do some cardio this morning and some weight training. You know, I can't get in here every day like I would like to, 5 days a week, but that's another part of discipline. I got to make it work with what I got. I got a new baby here. I still got another little young baby. I got 2 other children. You know, I got to make shit work. Bottom line. So I'm challenging you, challenging myself, become the God, become the goddess, you know, and don't cop out. Don't relegate yourself to being a failure. You know, seek ye first the kingdom. The kingdom is you. Brother Jamal, Masters of the Cosmos. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.